Hello there. My name is Helena Good and I'm part of the Daydream Believers team, and I'm delighted that Satchel have invited me along to share some of my insights and some of the experience I have of working in the creative industries and working with partners in the creative industry. So to start with, I'm going to just share my screen with you, and what I'm going to show you is just basically kind of take you to our website and show you some of the partners that we've been working with and some of their insights. So just going to click on the buttons. So this is a short sort of 1-minute film that tells you a little bit about Daydream Believers and the work we're doing with our partners in the creative industry. Daydream Believers are collaborators, problem solvers, and creative thinkers. We are passionate about education and want to encourage our young people to explore ideas, envisage situations, and get a better sense of their future selves. We are working with secondary schools to create space in the curriculum to imagine possibilities without fear of failure, to help our young people dream and achieve their life goals. We are inspiring our young people to build new things and to create meaning in today's networked world, because we wish someone had done that for us when we were 13. Daydream Believers is a partnership between employers, teachers, lecturers, and student ambassadors. This is about collaboration, sharing resources, insights, and expertise in a simple, efficient, and creative manner. Our partners create free online resources for teachers, which we believe will help shape and inform the curriculum in our secondary schools. Teachers can select the lessons they want to use, building a unique resource which both complements and supports their teaching and learning. We are putting context to essential skills, giving insights into different roles, and sharing the challenges and resources our partners work with on a daily basis. We are bringing the real world into our classrooms. This is about creating possibilities and thinking big. This is an exciting example of what happens when education and industry connect to bring about real change. To put it simply, this is about giving back and helping to change lives. So one of the things there, just as you're looking at the film, one of the key things that is the image at the end there with the young guy going, I have an amazing imagination. And that really is one of the key skills if you're interested in working in the creative industries. It's not about your ability to draw. It's not about your ability to paint. It's about your ideas. It's about your thinking. And you'll see that in lots of the lessons that the various people that we've worked with have created. Everybody from Lego to Rockstar, it'll always be about your ideas and your thinking. I'm going to just take you to Whitespace, who are an agency in Edinburgh here, part of the Dentsu group. This is the guys on their Grease Megamix day. This is a little bit about Whitespace, the kind of things that they do. And what they've kindly shared with us here is a short video that is an insight into the different roles and what it looks like to actually work in the creative industries in Whitespace. So I'm just going to press play here and off we go.
Hi, I'm Neil Walker. I'm the Deputy Creative Director at Whitespace, and I'm going to give you a quick tour. So, hello, let's go. Take you through to a reception where we like to show off some of the awards that we have won over the years for various different things. There's some more over there. We're really proud of them. That keeps us going. So there's a few floors in Whitespace. On this floor, we have the account management team, and they look after the relationship between creative and the client.
I am Sarah. I'm an account director. My job is basically to actually put the right people from creative to digital marketing on the job to solve the problem and bring campaigns to life, and making sure, I suppose, as part of that problem-solving process, that all of those elements work together as a whole, and making sure that the work that we deliver is the best that it can possibly be.
So we've got the digital marketing team here. They look after social campaigns. They also are able to gauge performance and track performance of various campaigns.
Hi, my name's Liv. I'm a digital marketer at Whitespace. Our team primarily works a lot with social media, but then we do a lot of other things like YouTube and Google Ads, and then we also are able to see exactly what in a website is and isn't working and how people are interacting with the website. Primarily around campaign time, what would happen is we'd get briefed at the same time as the creative, and then we would work together to decide where exactly the adverts that they're doing are going to run. So whether they'd be best for Facebook or Instagram or even Snapchat and Twitter. After the campaign, we would kind of jump into Google Analytics, which is this, and we would have a look at how the website responded to the campaign activity. So we can see how many people came to the website and where they came from as well. So if they came from social, then that's likely to be a result of what we've done for the client. And then we can report back to the client and say what worked and what didn't work for next time as well.
This is a half-eaten biscuit, which is a very rare sight in an agency. As you can see, there's lots of fruit that hasn't been eaten yet. Draw your own conclusions as to what that means. Unusually at this agency, we have a tendency to use really large stationery, and that's one of the pencils that some of us use. Sometimes that's for coming up with really big ideas. Thanks, man. So this is the creative floor. The creative floor looks after lots of different types of creatives, from traditional design to illustrative design. We've got the production team that are looking after things like animation, 3D design, and even film editing, all going on in one area. We've even got the developers and coders that are looking at making these things come to life using various computer languages. So there's not a lot of offices that have their own bar, so this is the Foundry Bar, where on a Friday we can come down and we can socialise, but throughout the week it's also a really good space, as you can see, for meetings. Normally it would be set up with a pool table as well for people to socialise. It's also really popular for various events that are held here, so there's probably an event every second day, maybe in Whitespace, where different people hire it and use it for different things. So there's various things that we do as full-time creatives in a creative agency that we've tried to make sure are reflected in your exercises that you're going to be working on. So obviously creativity itself, how do you come up with it, how do you know it's good, how do you know it's going to stand out, but also how do you respond to a brief, what is that problem solving aspect, how do you figure out what the brief is and the best way to respond to it, and also how do you look at the ideas you've come up with and how could you make them better. That's all things that we've tried to reflect and make sure that they are within the exercises that you guys are going to be doing as well, which is really important for us because sometimes the way that you're maybe being taught to do things at school is probably quite different as to how we would approach things. So hopefully you'll get a taste of that and you'll learn some new skills along the way.
So what you saw there is Neil, who's one of the creative directors there at Whitespace, sharing his story in terms of taking you around the office, showing you some of the different roles within Whitespace. And you'll see, you know, yes, there's digital stuff, but, you know, really in terms of the skills that you need, what they are looking for is your ability to think, showing how you can think. And when you go on the website, Daydream Believers website, you'll be able to see the lessons that they've written, which is exactly as Neil said, a different way of looking at things. But I also wanted to share with you why it's not just important to develop up these skills in terms of if you wanted a job in the creative industries. What we are seeing more and more is how creative thinking is going to be one of the leading skills for the future. So, you know, this is the World Economic Forum looking at skills that we're going to need from employers are going to be looking at all of the skills that are involved within the creative industries. And, you know, very much what they're predicting in terms of the future is that, you know, AI is learning from us, but the unique thing that makes us human and therefore it sort of ensures your survival is your ability to be creative, is your ability to think differently. As you know, and you can see, there's lots of virtual avatars, virtual humans out there who, you know, look scarily like us. But what they're not good at doing is being creative, is exploring, is imagining, is thinking differently. And the wonderful thing about this is we're born with this. It's your human operating system. You've got this. Sometimes in education, we're led to believe that other people are more creative, those that take on art, well, you'll definitely get a job in the creative industries. But actually, we're all creative. And somewhere along the line, we've forgotten that to be creative is actually to be human. You know, if you think about it, when you were at school, you did a painting, you rushed home, you put it on the fridge, you were excited about it. And then suddenly we began to think, oh, maybe that doesn't look like me. Maybe that isn't the right paint to use, or maybe my ears don't exactly stick out like that. And what we're saying to you really is think about it. In terms of the creative industries, there's no set rules. You are born creative, and everyone, if you like this kind of career, could be involved in it. Everyone has these creative skills. This is just a slide here from Acrylicize, one of the agencies that works with us on Daydream. And I thought it was quite good just to sort of show some of the different roles, just a bit like Neil showed there in Whitespace, and also where people came in, you know, so what they studied, how that maybe had an impact on how they ended up in the role. Acrylicize are an agency like Whitespace. They're based in London. They do lots of things. Just as you can see here, you know, you'll see some of the stuff we're talking about, your ability to research, your ability to think up ideas. A very interesting agency, and they have created resources on our website. And this is some of the stuff the cool stuff that they do. We have created on Daydream a new qualification in Scotland, which is the equivalent of a GCSE and an AS in the rest of the UK. It's a national 5 and a higher. And to get onto this, you go on the website and you download the Creative Bravery playlist, which looks a little bit like this. And it uses the skills that we've talked about there. It uses these skills that help you develop up your creative thinking, and also are skills that, you know, if you are interested in jobs in the creative industry, these are the kind of skills that we would look for. There are 4 challenges within this qualification, and you can download them for free and have a look at them. Circular fashion, working with Ellen MacArthur Foundation. Van of dreams, your community's been gifted a camper van. What does the van look like? How does it benefit your community? Campaign for kindness. Who do you think deserves more kindness? And reimagine waiting room, done by the agency we've just told you about there. Thoughts become things. So it's your ability to think, it's your ability to imagine, to be curious, to ask, what if it didn't? What if it did? It's your ability to have fun and believe that your ideas have value. Those are all key skills. Those are all very creatively brave. So perhaps one takeaway that you have from this chat that we're having today is go in, have a look at the website, download the Creative Bravery lesson, have a go at it. It takes you through really simple kind of steps about being creatively brave. And you start to, just as you see here from some of the content, you start to think about, you know, what small step can you take? You know, if this is something you're interested in, if you are excited about thinking creatively, what small step can you take? What small thing can you do that will lead you onto the path to something very big? So finally, just as we said at the beginning, this is all you need to start believing. Every single one of us has an ability to daydream, has a strong imagination, and you just need to start small, look at things that you can do and dream big. So I'm delighted that you joined me today just to have a little chat. Go in, check out, see you know, what appeals to you, and believe that you've got this, that you are born creative. You need help perhaps to develop up your skills, and believe in that, but believe in it. Think about the possibilities and imagine a future where you can be the change maker. Okay, thank you very much and have a great day.